If someone is sick and has to be away from work, they're going to have to replace that income somehow. And we know that if you're going to be supported by a public program like employment insurance, the amount of income that that program will support you for is only 55% of your prior insurable earnings. So where do you find that other 45%? It may mean that your spouse or partner has to work more. And if that's not possible, then the standard of living over time in your household may actually decline. And we know that being able to mix work and employment is very important for individuals who have intermittent work capacity as they transition back into employment. The second level at which these costs are significant is obviously for the employer. Employers, when someone is sick, have to find a way to accommodate the individual and potentially over the long run may actually have to replace that person. So the very first thing the governments need to do is to take a step back and to say, let's work together to get a system that is holistic and well coordinated so that we use similar definitions of disability, similar definitions of eligibility, and we have a similar approach to dealing with these issues across all of our programs. Once we do that, then there are a series of other reforms that we need to take in different programs. And in the report we outline a bunch of things that can be done both in the short and the long term to address these challenges. These include for individuals being able to access work sharing benefits and employment supports within the employment insurance program for those who are on sickness benefits. Long term, it means potentially looking at expanding the length of time over which one is eligible for sickness benefits so that we cover those gaps in the labor market where private disability insurance is currently inadequate. And it means also potentially over the long run that we are reaching towards a clear vision of how we ensure that every individual is well protected for the risk of disability and illness. Because it's important to remember that everyone faces this risk. No one knows if they're going to become sick.